Hey everyone, Zach from Apps Delivered here, and I'm excited to present another weekly hierarchy showcase in smart issue templates for Jira Cloud. This week, I'm going to be showing you how you can create a resource management process using smart issue templates for Jira Cloud. And for those of you who don't know what the hierarchies feature are, hierarchies are basically a set of related issues, be it epics, stories, tasks, or subtasks that form a standardized process. So you can create this in Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud and then apply this process and create a bunch of issues simultaneously across multiple different projects and assign these issues to multiple different users very easily. So when I get into the hierarchy, you'll see a little bit more about what I'm talking about. If you want to access this resource management process, you're going to go to the top right here into the Set Pre-Installed button, drop it down, and you will see it here very soon. Now you can also import it. If you go to our documentation, you'll find a file, download that, go to import, click import, choose the file, and you'll be able to easily import it, map the fields, and gain access to this hierarchy that way. So my name is Zach from Apps Delivered. Let's get right into it. All right, so I've actually clicked inside this resource management process hierarchy. Now, if I click edit, we can get a little bit of a better view of what's actually occurring in this process. Okay, so as you can see, we have 5 different users who are going to be interacting with this resource management process. Okay, so we have a project manager, an HR manager, a project coordinator, an IT manager, and a Jira admin. As you can see, you can easily drop these down, change users. I see I'm duplicated there. If I want to change that, all I have to do, click that, and it's easily changed. Now, variables in Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud basically allow you to pre-fill different issues with whatever information you have up here. Right now, we have user variables. You can also do text variables. The user variables are going to be primarily for the reporter and assignee fields. The text variables you're going to be able to reference using the $ in these issues you see here. So now this is the bulk of the process, okay? So every time I click apply, every time I apply this hierarchy, I'm going to be creating these issues, okay? So we have our issues right here. We have an issue with 3 subtasks. They're going to be created in our project, which is our Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud project. Basically, it could be any project you need it to be. This is our development project, but you can easily drop down, choose whichever project you'd like. And then we have our issue types. You can choose any issue type you'd like as well. So if I click into here, identify and categorize resources. Okay, so this is the first step in this process of resource management. So I'll click inside here. As you can see, we have a description here. You'll have access to this description. Really plug and play here. All you have to do is download this hierarchy. You can start using it immediately. So we have that, identify and categorize resources. Start by identifying all resources that need management, et cetera, et cetera. I will not read everything to you. And then we have our variable reference here. So assignee is the project manager. We have priority low. If I want to set that, I can easily do that. I'll set it to medium, click update. And our assignee is that project manager, which is me. And you can see all the assignees here: project manager, HR manager, project coordinator, IT manager. That's an easy way to look at it. Classify skills and expertise, determine time, resources, inventory tools, and technologies. We have a bunch of different checklists here that we kind of have to check off in this identify and categorize resources task here. If I scroll down, we have quite a bit of other issues, but they're all being created in our development board here. That's really all I want to show you here. Now, it's important to note that you can actually change these projects and apply these issues, create these issues across multiple different projects. It doesn't just have to be in one project. So if I want to click blog here, I just have to remap our fields, but we would be able to actually create all of these issues across multiple different projects. So what you're seeing here is a big set of issues that can be assigned to a big set of users across multiple different projects and issue types and applied with one click. So anytime you have a complex process, you're going to want to use hierarchies for Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud, so you don't have to manually create all of these issues, assign them to all these users, choose all these different projects, choose all the different issue types, etc. And if I wanted to generate this whole thing with AI, I just click Generate Nodes with AI. type, generate me a resource management process, and it would do its best to actually create all these issues for me in this hierarchy for use later on. I think that's all I want to show. Add node. Obviously, I can add a new node here. I can add some child nodes as well. Basically, a task with some subtasks, and then I can update the hierarchy pretty simply. So I will go now and actually show you what it is to apply this hierarchy. I'll show you what it's like to track it, and then I'll set some enterprise level permissions, and we will close out. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back in our resource management process normal screen here, the normal screen of the hierarchy. I'm going to click apply, and we're actually going to apply this hierarchy. So I'll click apply. As you can see, we could choose our users once more right before we apply it. If we had some text variables, we would just quickly input a text variable as well. And then I will just click confirm, and I'll show you what it looks like to actually track these issues that we've just created. So I'll click confirm. All right, and these issues have been created. So as you can see, now there's a 1 next to view applied history. I will click that. And here we go. If I drop these down, you'll see all those issues that we just created with one click, and we can also track the progress. Okay, so as we move these status, we have backlog and review, closed, etc. These progress bars are going to fill out. So if I had actually created these issues across multiple different projects, now I can easily track them just from one screen here. You have your issue key, last activity, basically when they were created. Then you have your name. So this is going to start populating the more times you apply this hierarchy. Now, if I go to duplicate, I can easily duplicate this hierarchy. I can add a scheduler. This process here is probably more of a one-time thing, but if you had a weekly process, like, a weekly video, a weekly sprint review, you can easily create a scheduler. Just click weekly, and it's as simple as that. Give it a name, and you can get really, really in-depth here because it's CRON. You can choose the time zone as well. So click cancel. We can also export it. So this is how I'm able to actually put this in our documentation, so you can download this hierarchy and try it yourself. And then we can also add it to a folder from here to keep it organized. But I will just close out because I think I've shown everything that you need to see from this screen. Now I will head over back to our manage hierarchies page. I'll set some permissions on this hierarchy, and we will close out. Okay, so I'm back in our manage hierarchy screen here. We have our resource management process right here. We have these folders that we can easily organize our hierarchies with. I'm going to click this button right here. Looks like a share button. And then I'm going to click add user. And now we can actually set some permissions for Greg here. So I'm going to say Greg can only view this hierarchy that we've just created. Now, if I want to do another one, I'll pick someone else. We'll say Farah here can edit, apply, and view this hierarchy. And all I have to do is click save. And then it's as easy as that. So we've created a hierarchy. We've applied it with one click. We've tracked it across one project or multiple different projects. And then we've set some enterprise level permissions on it. Now, it's important to note that your native Jira permissions that you've already set are going to override these permissions here, as well as permissions you've set in the manage app page of Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud. So these are pretty low level, don't really have much weight, but as long as your other permissions are more strict or less strict, however you'd like it, you're not going to have a problem, but that is something that needs to be noted. So I think we've gone over everything I want to showcase today. Like I said, my name is Zach from Apps Delivered. I encourage you to try Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud. There is a link in the description. Also, check out some of our other weekly hierarchy showcase. We have some where we've gone really, really complex and applied, created issues across multiple different projects, done way more users than you saw today. Those are really fun. I made a ton of these videos. Also, check out our documentation to learn how Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud works. And also, you'll see some more detailed showcases of these hierarchies as well in there. But thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.